Headkrack, commuting through these fair streets, sliding into work. You know, happy day before Friday. Happy Cinco de Mayo weekend. You know what I'm saying? So many dope things are going up. If you're going to be in the Orlando area, I'm going to be rocking out with the legendary Thurston Howell III, Smith & Wesson, a whole bunch of the other lowlifes is going to be in the building too. It's going to be a dope vibe. It's going down at the Iron Cow this weekend. Be on the lookout for that. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see the deets on the timeline. I'll probably post a flyer here as well. But as I slide into the traffic situation, I was going up and down like the Twitter timeline just to see what people are talking about, and there is a new movie that is in theaters now called The Fall Guy, starring Ryan Gosling and Winston Duke and Emily Blunt and Hannah Waddingham. Me and my homie Al, we are dropping the review for that movie within the next 24 hours. I was trying to drop it earlier, but got tied up. But yo, if you're a fan of like action movies, go see The Fall Guy. It's a good movie. It's funny, and Ryan Gosling does his thing. And yeah, I rock with Ryan Gosling ever since he's been beating people up in the movie Drive. I think I talked about that in a previous live. However, one of the guys that's in that movie, Winston Duke, is talking about, yo, throw me in the game, coach. He wants to be considered to play the next Batman. And, you know, I know a lot of times people feel a certain way about gender swapping in movies and roles and stuff like that that are iconically a different color. But, shoot, I feel like if the skill set allows it, why not? Winston Duke is a phenomenal actor. You know, you might remember him as Mbaku in Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? He was the guy that was with the, I mean, I don't want to say like the gorilla tribe, but like that was kind of like their steez. Like there was like, you know, just, I think they had, maybe they had wolf heads. Anyway, Mbaku, Google him. But also he was in the movie Us as well. And the crazy thing is like his weight goes up and down, kind of like mine. I can totally relate to Winston Duke as an actor. Like, you know, I am in shape. About in a 365-day year, I'm in shape about 60 of those. So I know the struggle. Anyway, I think he has the skill set to pull it off. What say you guys in the chat? Do you think Winston Duke would make a good Bruce Wayne / Batman? Is the world even ready for a black Batman? You know? It's, you know, we had a black Little Mermaid. And, you know, and everybody who rallies and cheers for Winston Duke to play the Black Batman, you just have to understand what all comes with that, okay? You gotta understand what comes with that. If we get Black Batman, don't be mad if they do a Star Wars reboot and Lando Calrissian is Puerto Rican at some point. Or if they swap somebody out who's traditionally, if they do an A-Team, and Mr. T's character, B.A. Baracus, is now like an Irish dude. Just understand, it has to ebb and flow both ways. But I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it, man. Like, you know, as long as somebody's not going to fumble the ball and screw it up. Like, if they said, like, if Ray J said he wanted to be Batman, I'd be like, hey, let's rethink that. Maybe you could be a different character. But Winston Duke, I feel like he can pull it off. Put the right tool for the right job. And I think he's the guy that can get it done. What say y'all in the chat room there? Yeah, I always like when they do something different. Now, I can't front. I didn't watch the new Little Mermaid movie that came out. I didn't even really watch the original Little Mermaid that came out. But I know there was a whole bunch of people up in arms like, how you gonna make the Little Mermaid black? And it's just like, hey, man, listen, it's a sign of the times. Like, you know, things have the tendency to switch over and change. I mean, for a second, we almost got a black Superman. Michael B. Jordan, before James Gunn took over the whole DC universe, yeah, they was talking about putting Michael B. Jordan as Superman. I don't know if he was going to be like the official DCU Superman, but, yo, I mean, I think they did everything except give him the suit. And then they shot it down once they decided to reboot everything. So, you know, it's a pendulum, man. You know, nothing stays the same forever. But how do you feel about people being recasted in these iconic roles? You know what I mean? drop a comment below. Holla at me. We could discuss further in detail. As far as other things that's going on in the world, I'm really excited about the fact that more movies are coming out that are franchises that I was a fan of growing up. You know what I mean? Even series. Like, you know, Amazon Prime been holding me down lately with this Fallout show that like I'm like microdosing very slowly because I don't want to just plow through it because I think it's like 8 episodes. But as a fan of like the video game, yo, the TV show is pretty on point. A lot of fan service, a lot of things that you might recognize from the game is there. I love that component of it. Even the movie The Fall Guy that I was talking about. I remember the show being on as a kid, and it was like really the theme song that dragged me in there. But I really was too young to understand the context of what it was I was watching at the time. Because I would just watch anything if the theme song was dope and if there were guns. That's why I was like 4 years old watching Scarface. I was a little advanced. Scarface and Elephant Man. Shit was always on in my crib. But yeah, it's different. It's different times now. You really gotta like pull people in and lock them in. But so big shout out to everybody out there chasing their dreams. I hope Winston Duke does get the job. It also reminds me of the time when Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, wanted to be Miles Morales' Spider-Man. Now, granted, he ended up making his way into Spider-Man, and I don't know if y'all have seen all of the Spider-Man movies, the animated ones and the ones that were like, live action, but he ended up playing the Prowler loosely, which was like Spider-Man adjacent. And a lot of people didn't even realize in the not No Way Home, Not Far From Home, whatever the first Spider-Man movie with Andrew Garfield in it was, yeah, like when he was like, yeah, I'm trying to get something from my nephew. His nephew was Miles Morales, and that was him being the uncle who later goes on to be the Prowler if you watch the Beyond the Spider-Verse, Cross Spider-Verse, all those animated ones. So, you get 100% of what you don't ask for. And the fact that my man is asking for it, I hope he pulls it off and gets it. Shout out to the people that's joining us in the chat late. We was talking about, re-racially casting roles. And yeah, Winston Duke says he wants to be Batman. And yo, I co-sign that, man. I think he could pull it off. Just like I felt like Donald Glover could have been Spider-Man. I don't know about Michael B. Jordan as Superman, though. And I'm a Michael B. Jordan fan. I love what he's doing in Creed. Loved him in, what was that superhero movie where they had the video camera? Damn it, it's at the tip of my tongue, yo. It came out like in 2013 or something like that. Chronicle, I think is what it was. Loved him in that. I think he's a phenomenal actor. I'm just not 100% sure if I could believe him as being Superman. But I could be wrong, man. People blow me away all the time. I remember when that movie first came in, when that role came into play, like people was pissed. So I think, at the end of the day, man, you got to give these people an opportunity to prove that they can do it or not. And a lot of times those happen in the auditions and in the back rooms of, these studios and whatnot, where decisions are made. Hopefully no one has to do anything weird to get the role, you know what I mean? But shoot, I'm even going through that right now. There's a movie I'm trying out for, and I'm in my second wave of auditioning for this role because, at first it's like, I don't know if this role is right for you, and I'm like, yo, I'm the dude. I can do it. Give me the challenge, So at the end of the day, man, when people had a desire to want to do certain things and give certain things a shot, give them a shot. See what happens. Just don't shut the player down. But anyway, I'm gonna focus on driving crazily so I can get to where I gotta get to in a reasonable amount of time. Shout out to everybody who pulled up. Sorry that my phone overheated and we lost you for a second, but back in the game. Well, yo, y'all have an amazing one. Holla at y'all later. Peace.